Hey guys, back here again in my backyard, and just I suppose making a video because I'm a little bit bored, and chemtrails are definitely back again today. You know, there used to be a time where like a blanket of cloud would just be normal. You'd look at the sky and clouds were just normal. Uh, if the sky was blanketed in clouds, it was just, you could sort of just look at it and get it. Um, but now it just doesn't look right. Again, it's incredibly blurry, but it just looks weird. This looks really weird. I should have filmed earlier. I was doing a little bit of a weight session. I should have filmed earlier when it was a little bit clearer and they were spraying the shit out of this. There was just like chemtrails going from side to side, crossing over each other. It was half a clear day to begin with, and now it's this foggy, overcast, weird, humid sort of feel to it. Like I live in Australia, and this is not right. By each day, it's getting weirder and weirder. I'll show you something as well that I've noticed. Right, check out my compost. All right, there's my compost. Usually, when I mow my lawn on the other side of my yard, I'll chuck all the grass just there, and I usually put a bit of grass on top of my compost. I probably do have to put a bit of grass on top of it, but it doesn't break down properly. I don't know why the foods are not breaking down anymore. The actual bin that you see has compost in it. I've had to stop using that because I don't know why it's just stopped breaking down. It doesn't break down anymore. The tree that grows these weird fruits, these fruits have only just started to actually come about and ripen. And if you look at them, like, they're already rotting. They're just already turning to shit. And you might not think that's such a strange thing. You might think, oh, the tree's just old, the fruit's old, whatever. No, it's not. No, it's not, right? The people who grow stuff for Woolworths or Coles, I don't know if Americans going to understand these brands. I don't know if you have Woolworths over there. The foods that are grown over there are, or grown, have heaps of chemicals going into them, which I believe stop them from doing that sort of shit over there. If I look at my neighbour's fruit on his tree, and I haven't purposely scarred the limes or the lemons, it's just like the tree's not growing right. It's just strange. The lemons aren't ripening. The guy next door, he's pretty old. He used to grow grapes, right? Here's a bit of his grapevine coming down. And do you know what? For about 8 months, not one grape. We used to just reach our hand over the fence and grab some grapes. Grab some lemons or some limes and some lemons up there. I don't really think we ever ate them, but they're cool. The birds did used to eat them. That's another thing as well, right? Is the birds don't eat this shit anymore. Birds used to come here and eat all this stuff, all these yellow fruits that are growing on the tree for no good reason. It's just rotting, right? Birds aren't even going near them anymore. It's just weird. If you ask me, it's weird. You'll notice a lot of stories on the news where there's beached whales, there's birds falling from the sky, and they have no explanation why this is happening. There's beasts that are dying on land, different breeds of sheep and goat and stuff like that, and cows, are just falling over and dying. Smaller fish washing up on the beachfront and that. And people are scratching their heads like, why is this happening? Why is this happening? What do you think could make all that sort of stuff happen? Probably spraying shitloads of chemicals into the world, right, with these fucking aeroplanes, You know, that's probably a thing that's making all these creatures die. Another thing is too, is the beach, right? I'm in South Australia, and the beach is that way. And according to the globe tards, Antarctica is also that way. I get planes, right, and our airport is 15 minutes away from here. I get aeroplanes that look like they're already at 40, 50,000 feet or whatever, right, flying over the sky. There's no way that they could have got that high, and they're heading in directions that are just absolutely bizarre. They're not going to Melbourne, they're not going up to Sydney, they're not going to Queensland, they're not going to Perth. They're just heading in weird directions. Then you see them come straight back. They head at probably 50,000 feet in the air, all the way back out to the ocean where there's nowhere to go. So it's like these planes are just joy flying. You know, how could an aeroplane coming from the ocean be at 50,000 feet when my airport is 15 minutes away? I can jog to the airport in 25 minutes. People say chemtrails aren't real, they're fake, it's a hoax. I don't care if you don't subscribe to my video. This is not about subscribes. This is about if people come across this. I'm just a regular guy with a regular house. I'm not rich. I don't have heaps of money. I'm not doing this for likes. Personally, don't subscribe to my channel. I don't think you have to. You don't even have to give it a like. Just consider the fact that for no reason at all other than to tell you the truth, it's very weird what is happening. Very weird. I'm Dylan. Again, peace out.